This week's Vintage KSDK takes us back to November of 1950 when then-President and Missouri native Harry S. Truman wrapped up the campaign for the midterm elections with a visit to St. Louis. On Saturday, November 4th, he arrived at Scott Air Force Base on the Independence, the first presidential plane with a bald eagle on the nose. The term Air Force One wouldn't be used until 1953 when President Eisenhower was in office. President Truman's schedule included a welcome ceremony on the tarmac and a nationally broadcast political speech. Following a dinner in downtown St. Louis hosted by then-Mayor Joseph Darst, Truman was whisked to the Kiel Auditorium where a crowd heard from the 4 Democrats up for election in Missouri, including Thomas Hennings, who was running for the U.S. Senate. Hennings would go on to win the following Tuesday. Truman's speech that night was an appeal to keep the U.S. in the League of Nations and avoid isolationism. The president also told the crowd the midterm elections would decide the kind of world citizens would live in for years to come. Truman spent the night in St. Louis and left for Kansas City Sunday. 2 days later, on Tuesday, November 7th, Election Day, he cast his ballot in his hometown of Independence, Missouri. Isn't that a fascinating video?
I love our archives.
Yeah, those were the midterms. Harry Truman was not up for election himself, but you could tell he was really out there and that St. Louis was a big stop for him.
That is so impressive.
Yeah.
It's so great to see that footage.
It's,
I love
it's
this
in great
franchise you
shape,
have.
isn't it?
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, we have a wonderful treasure trove here at KSDK.
We really do, yeah.